Hello, this is Alex Sampson. Today's topic is what is the relationship between power and corruption? Angela Karamuka will be interviewing me and asking questions, and I will be stating my opinion and facts about power and corruption. Hello, Angela. How are you doing on this fine Sunday afternoon?
I'm doing good, Alex. How are you?
I'm doing great. I think people in power do not think they are corrupt. I think that power corrupts people without them even realizing it.
I agree. Now I'm going to ask you some questions. Why are people in power corrupt sometimes?
Well, Angela, to be frank, I think that money and power gets to people's heads without them even realizing it. For example, if you had a lot of money, let's just say $1,000,000, you wouldn't want to lose that $1,000,000, right? Well, you would do everything necessary to make sure you had that $1,000,000. If it meant screwing someone over or being mean to someone so you could keep that $1,000,000, you would do that.
I agree. Is corruption a result of power or is corruption a result of the human race?
I think that everyone is corrupt on some sort of level. We make decisions every day that we feel are justified, but someone else might not say the same thing is justified. Like, for example, if you got into an argument with someone and maybe they threatened you, so you hit them, in your mind that would be justified because they threatened you, but maybe to someone else they would think that that wouldn't be justified because violence would not be the answer.
I agree. Next question. Do you think that every person is corrupt on some sort of level?
Yes, I feel that everyone is corrupt on some sort of level. And in some extreme cases, Hitler, Stalin, Ivan. Stalin killed millions of Russians, and he felt it was justified because they were a threat to the government when they actually weren't a threat.
Yep. Well, do you think that corruption can be justified sometimes?
Yes, I do. For example, during the Cold War and the Red Scare, anytime any American would mention anything about communism in a positive way, the government could and would, in some cases, have those people arrested. Now, it is against the Constitution as, free speech, but it was justified because communism is not a government this country needs.
Good answer. Next question. If someone does not think they are corrupt but is perceived as corrupt, then aren't they really corrupt?
Yes, they are corrupt even if they don't think they are corrupt. Stalin killed millions of people, and Hitler thought he was justified to kill millions of Jews and, the whole Holocaust type of thing. Just because someone doesn't think it's corrupt doesn't mean it isn't corrupt, because usually it is corrupt.
Yeah. Next question. If someone gains anything personally from power, is that corruption?
Now, I don't think anything, as long as it can help the public. Like, for example, Alexander the Great took over many countries in the ancient times, and he might have benefited himself doing it, but he benefited the countries he took over because he gave them resources, and he wasn't really cruel to the people in any sort of way.
Okay, next question. Can a person be a good leader and still be corrupt?
Yes, because as I feel, every person is corrupt on some sort of level. Just because maybe Barack Obama has done some things that some people may consider corrupt doesn't mean that he hasn't been a good president, at least in my opinion. And you also can say, is this person a good leader? One person may say he is, one person may say he isn't, so it's more based on an opinion rather than actual facts.
I agree. Okay, next question. Does power make people crazy to the point of where they do become corrupt?
Yes, Ivan of Russia at first was, a pretty decent ruler, wasn't corrupt on a huge level, but power got to his head. He was afraid to lose his power, and he killed many close friends. He even killed family members as a result of being crazy from all the power he had, and that was very corrupt.
That's very true. Power can get to people's head a lot of the time. Next question. Is corruption related to evilness?
No, I think that it is. I think that, once you have power, evilness kind of creeps in, and maybe it's not necessarily evilness of you, but you suspect evilness in other people, so you become corrupt as a person. And I think that you thinking that people have evilness brings evilness upon you because you lose trust and all that.
So, relating to the last question, in your opinion, are we all really evil then?
I think that everyone is evil in some sort of ways, and I think that we always fight back the urge not to do something evil in our own minds, because we all have evil thoughts at times. And this interview is over. Thanks, Angela, for all those great questions.
Thank you for having me, Alex.
Yeah, and once again, I do think people in power do not think they are corrupt. I think that power does corrupt people without even realizing it.